Hi, everyone, and welcome to this semester's first episode of Coffee with a Career Coach. Super excited to start the fall semester with all of you. And Sophie and I are on today to talk about everything our office has to offer and all the events coming up. So, my name is Erica O'Toole. I'm an assistant director in the Career Development Center, and I work with the College of Education and Human Services. And I also supervise our First Impressions program, which you'll hear about in just a couple minutes. So I'll go ahead and let Sophie introduce herself.
Hey everybody, I've been on here a couple times, but just as a refresher, I'm another assistant director in the office, and then I work with the College of Business and then the College of Arts and Media, and I'm supervising kind of our mock interview program. We'll talk about how that's a little bit different this semester coming up, but that's a little bit about me.
Awesome. And as we do every time on Coffee with a Career Coach, just a little bit about what's in our coffee. Today, I am drinking my coffee with some pumpkin spice creamer that Sophie brought into the office because it's fall. So that's exciting. You got to have your pumpkin spice. So, Sophie, what are you having in your coffee?
So this morning, in my awesome Who Rescued Who mug, we're kind of matching today. I actually I used my pumpkin spice this morning. This is my second cup of coffee. And in this one, I used my coconut creamer.
Nice.
Coconut anything is like my favorite. So I'm sad I only have a little bit left, but then I'll use the pumpkin spice for fall. So that's what I got.
For sure. So, and I just have to point out Sophie's dress because it's adorable in her little avocados. It's like literally adorable. So, anyway, just pointing that out.
Thank you.
So, we are here to talk about our office today. Really excited that we're in person. I'm sure all of you are excited about that as well. And in the Career Development Center, we encourage you to come visit us, come in for appointments. We are offering appointments this semester in person and virtually through Microsoft Teams, and you can set those up on Handshake. So if you visit our website, that's careers.cmish.edu, you can schedule your appointment by going through Handshake, which is the big button right on our website. You can't miss it. And you just sign in with your global ID and password. Super easy to do. And that's how you access all of our appointments that we're going to talk about today. So a couple different things to go over about that. You know, when you hear Career Development Center, a lot of people think that means that you should come in your senior year right before you're looking for a job. And we want to just make sure that students know we're here for you through your entire college career. Ideally, you should be coming in as early as your first semester, your freshman year, so that we can be setting up that career plan for you. And we can help you start looking at employers that you want to connect with so that by the time you get to senior year, you're all set and ready to go with that job for after graduation. Or, you know, even junior year, you're ready for that internship. So in the Career Development Center, we help with things like resumes, cover letters, the normal things that you think of. But we also help with mock interviews. We help with networking, help building your LinkedIn profile. We even help with things like applying to grad school. So a lot of students don't realize that we do that as well. But we also help if you have no idea what you want to do with your major. So you can come in and say, Erica, I don't know what I want to do with my major. I don't know what I want to do with my career. Please help me. And we will sit down and we will have that career conversation with you. We have assessments that can help. So we are here for you to guide you through that journey. So I just want to make sure that our students watching out there know that. Sophie, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to you if I missed anything, first of all, but then also to go ahead and talk about our new position, our career peer ambassadors.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, backing up what Erica said, you can totally come to us your first year. You can start putting together your resume with us, talking about your major. We're here for all of that stuff. And then, of course, through your time here, as you kind of go through your career development journey, we are here for the whole thing. So we do have a new position. It is called a career peer advisor. And what they are is we have 4 of them. They are advisors in our office who are undergrad students just like you guys. So they're going to help with different things. They're going to help with mock interviews. They're going to help with resume and cover letter critiques. All that stuff is actually going to start next week. So if you are a student who is has a mock interview required for your class, get signed up early because those slots are going to fill up. And you don't want to wait till the end of your semester and then have to be squeezing in a mock interview and possibly not getting a spot. So all of their appointments are going to start next week. We're really excited to have them. They are all great leaders. We've got them through good training, and they are excited to help you guys as well. So excited for that peer-to-peer advising that's going to take place in our office. And again, they are also doing virtual and in-person interviews and appointments. So whatever you're comfortable with, we are here to help you with that.
Awesome. And then along those same lines, another program that we have, First Impressions, I want to just touch on as well. So First Impressions is back in person, and I'm so excited. So the past year, we've adapted to doing style bags virtually for you. And we're going to still be offering that option. So you could do virtual and in person this year. But the physical store will be open in the Bovie UC. So if you're familiar with the Down Under Food Court, which is currently being renovated, directly across from that is our First Impressions store. So First Impressions is a program where we offer free professional clothing to our students. And that program was basically created because the previous First Lady of the university, Mrs. Ross, saw a need for our students to be able to make a good first impression without having to spend a huge amount of money on that first suit. And I don't know if you guys have looked at the price of suits, but it is crazy expensive. I remember when I was a student going to look at the price of a suit and trying to buy one and not being able to afford it as a student. So, this is a great option if you need to go out and get that professional clothing. It's free to you completely. You get to keep it and you can use it once a semester. So to sign up, you just go on Handshake, just like you would for any other appointment. And a stylist from our store will be able to guide you through the process, which is really awesome. So we're really excited to be able to offer that in person once again.
And one cool thing about that, I just want to add,
yeah,
if you're a freshman, the fact that you can get one outfit a semester, that means you can get 8 outfits while you're here. That's like half of a wardrobe. So take advantage of it and start getting your outfits. Don't wait till senior year before career fair. Have it ahead of time, built up a little stock so that you have them for interviews, career fairs, whatever it is that you need it. So definitely utilize it starting out your freshman, sophomore year before, you get to the end of your career so you can get quite a few outfits.
For sure. I'm so glad you mentioned that. And actually, so we are going to transition from this to events. So on those same lines, as I'm talking about First Impressions, I just want to mention an event that we're teaming up with along those same lines with JCPenney. So we're doing an event called Suit Up this semester, and that's going to be running from the 3rd to the 8th. And you can log on. So it's an all online event. You can find that on our social media, but you can also find that on Handshake. And JCPenney is offering students a coupon. So you text a coupon code to them and then they send you your coupon and you can shop their professional dress using that coupon code. So it's 30% off of their professional dress, which is really awesome. And they also have some additional discounts that they're giving as well. So definitely check out our Suit Up event through JCPenney. So, Sophie, I'm going to hand it over to you to talk about the event going on today, not hosted by our office, but an entire CMU event.
Yeah, so today is called Get Acquainted Day, and that's going to take place in the Warner Mall from 4 to 7 p.m. It's just kind of another fun event on campus, similar to Main Stage, where you're kind of going to learn about different opportunities on campus. There's going to be individuals from RSOs. There are going to be individuals from all the departments across campus. There are going to be free stuff for you. We know students love free stuff. There's going to be a DJ, free food. So yeah, it's a really great thing. Come out, see the different departments, learn about the different RSOs. It's going to be more of like an intimate setting. So we will be there. You can come talk to us, learn more about what we do. If you have any questions, we'll be there. So from 4 to 7, look out for us and head to the Warner Mall for that.
For sure. And Sophie and I will be there for a little bit. So obviously come visit us. And who doesn't like free food? I mean, come on, free food, free stuff, be there, obviously. Also, one thing that I want to talk about is what we're doing right now. So Coffee with a Career Coach. We are going to be hosting these every other week. So we do a couple different things with these Facebook Lives. We have a couple different series that we've hosted. So Coffee with Interns, we did over the summer, super successful. We had different interns from their internships talking about what they did. It was really, really awesome to learn about what our students have been doing and how successful they've been. We have been doing Coffee and Careers, which have been with the colleges and talking about different majors and what you can do with those majors. Those will be continuing as well this semester. So I know Sophie has some planned in the College of Business. I have a couple planned in EHS. So definitely keep a lookout for those on our social media. And then Coffee with a Career Coach, which is what you see today, is going to also be continuing every other Wednesday at 10:30. So those, we have multiple different topics planned for you that we're going to cover, and those are all going to be based around career development. So definitely stay tuned for those. I think they have really great information, and you can watch them after the fact as well on Facebook, on Instagram, and on our YouTube channel. So really, really cool. Sophie, I'm going to hand it over to you to talk about a really cool event that involves free food again.
Yeah, we know people love free food. So this is kind of another introductory event of our office. So on September 8th, that's a Wednesday, I believe it's next Wednesday, we're hosting an event called Conies and Careers. So it's out front, the lawn at the UC, and all you have to do is show up, and you're going to get either a coney dog or a hot dog, up to you. And we're basically just going to talk to you about our office, what we do, give you a little bit more information. So we're really excited. It's the first time we're going to be doing this event. It's been widely advertised, so I suggest you get there early because I think we are going to run out of hot dogs. So get there. It's from 11 to 2. Get there early. We're also going to have water. So we're really excited to kind of get to interact with some students outside safely and just tell you more about what we do and get you guys some free hot dogs.
Awesome. I know I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I love free food too, so I'm excited. Okay, so a couple other events that we have going on. So we have some big career fairs coming up in the fall, and so we obviously want you to be very well prepared for those. So one thing that we have coming up, we're calling a resume rodeo. So Sophie, do you want to go ahead and tell them what the resume rodeo entails?
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome kind of resume workshop. So don't think you can only come if you have a resume. This is totally for students who don't have one yet as well and need help putting one together. So that's going to be an event in our office. Students can walk in, and then they are going to be directed to the liaison of their college. So for instance, if a College of Business student comes in, they'll be paired with me and we'll go through their resume or put one together for them. So it's a really good event to kind of get your resume prepared for the career fair. We have one, I believe, on the 14th, and then one later on in the month as well. So we're excited for that. That's another event. It will be also virtual and in person. So there'll be a virtual drop-in lobby. There'll be a link for that. We have it on our link tree on our Instagram. And then we also have that link. It's going to be posted on Facebook. So if you're interested in doing a virtual appointment instead of in person, you'll just go to that link and it'll bring you to a drop-in lobby. And then you'll be paired with somebody from your college. So virtual and in person resume workshop. We're excited to help you guys build your resume, update it, whatever stage you are with your resume. We're here to help you with it. So I'm pretty excited for that event as well.
Awesome. Okay, so couple career fairs that are really big and need to be on your radar. So if you're tuning in, definitely take note of these. Sign up for these on Handshake, on Brazen, and we'll be talking about these in future lives as well. So you'll be able to get some further instruction on how to sign up. But a couple different ones that are coming up. We have Meet the Recruiters. So that's a big one you definitely want to look out for. These are all virtual events. So the big thing about these is that you need to sign up on Handshake, but there's also further instructions to sign up on Brazen. And Brazen is our virtual career fair site. So we just want to make sure that you know that you need to sign up on both of those sites. And there are directions on Handshake. But do that ahead of time, because then not only can we get a count, we know who's going to be attending, but then you can also know the employers that are coming, for one. You can go in, you can prepare your resume for who's coming, and for the positions that they're hiring. But you can also, there's a new feature for a couple companies that are coming, and they're opening up different time slots for you to speak with them. So there's a format where some companies will have open booths. So you'll just go up and speak to them virtually like you would in a regular face-to-face career fair, but in a chat or video form. And then there's another format where you actually have to sign up for time slots. So in order to sign up for those time slots, you have to be signed up early and ahead of time. So make sure you're going in, you're signing up for those career fairs. It's really, really important you get signed up for those. The other one is the College of Science and Engineering Career Fair. So the Meet the Recruiters is on September 16th, and College of Science and Engineering Career Fair is on September 17th. So those are two big ones that are coming up. Obviously, both of those are geared towards specific majors. If you need any more information, that is all listed on Handshake. So make sure you go in and you check that out. And then the other big one that we have coming up is the Alpha Kappa Psi Career Fair. And one big thing I want to mention about that is sponsored by a business fraternity, but it is open to all majors. So we have a lot of different companies that come to that, and they really hire for all different majors. So, don't be maybe distracted by the name of the career fair and think, oh, it's only for business majors. It's not. It is for all majors, and we highly encourage you to go to this. The other thing about that is, whether you're a freshman, a sophomore, junior, or a senior, also don't be distracted if you're not currently looking for an internship or a job. I think it's super beneficial to go to the career fair regardless and talk to those employers, get your name out there, get the information that you need, because then by the time that you do need that internship or job, you're really setting yourself up for success. So it's really important that you make yourself aware of these career fairs and that you're attending them as well. Anything else?
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, about attending, even if you're not really looking for a job, the more you talk to employers, the more comfortable you're going to be doing that. So practicing your elevator pitch, most likely when you go up to an employer to talk to them, they're going to say, hey, can you tell me about yourself? And that's where you want to use your elevator pitch. So the more you practice that, the more natural it's going to become. It won't seem so rehearsed, and just the more you interact with people in a professional setting, the less, your nerves will go down. You'll feel more comfortable doing that in the future. So it is a good way, going to that career fair and learning how to talk to employers in a professional way. It's a good opportunity for that.
Absolutely, for sure. I think getting those nerves out is huge. So, if you go and you go a couple of years in a row, by the time you get to junior or senior year, you'll be a pro. So that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then the last event I want to mention is our etiquette dinner. So we are going to be hosting an etiquette dinner on October 19th in the UC. You can sign up for that on Handshake. I think we're going to have that open starting next week. That is going to be a really great event, and we are going to cap it at a certain amount of students. So you are going to want to log in, sign up for that. But it's just kind of a fun event, because a lot of employers now, pre-COVID, and I think we're starting to kind of get into that again, are doing interviews where maybe they do it in a group setting over dinner. And so it's really important to need to know how to eat with proper etiquette, and it's just kind of a lost art. And so we'll be teaching that at the etiquette dinner. I think that's all the events I wanted to cover. Sophie, do you have anything else that you want to add? That's a ton of stuff for them to know.
Yeah, I actually did have something I wanted to add. I wanted to plug the program that our graduate assistant is doing. It's called Fit for Hire. She did it last semester, but just with the College of Arts and Media. This semester, she's opening it up to business students as well. So what those are just short workshops she's going to be holding. And then once you complete all of the workshops, you'll get a certificate at the end. So those are going to be starting in October, and we'll be getting the dates out for all of that on our social media. So for those of you who don't follow us yet, Instagram is CMU Career, and that's where we post all of the event details. So these events that we went over today, all the details for those are going to be posted on our social media, as well as we do quick career tips on the More You Know segment, which happens on Mondays. And then we do survey giveaways. So the whole point of what I'm saying with social media is that the Fit for Hire is going to be on there. So if that's something you're interested in doing, really helpful workshops. And you can find the details for those on our social media.
Absolutely. I'm glad you plugged that because Abby does a really great job with those. So I
Yes.
think that would be a great opportunity for anybody to sign up for.
Yep. Definitely.
Awesome. Well, Sophie, it was great having coffee with you. I'm so excited to see students back on campus. It's just a completely different feel.
Yes.
And so, let's start off to a good semester. We're excited to see you at all of our events. We hope to see you next week. We hope to see you today at Get Acquainted Day. And have a good Wednesday. We'll see you in 2 weeks for another episode of Coffee and Careers. Everyone have a great Wednesday.
Bye, guys.